Now, it would be handy if I took the mute button off. It really would. It shows how unprofessional DERMOTRON is. This isn't good. Anyway, I should start again. Good evening and welcome to THFC Till I Die, your home of Tottenham past, present, and the exciting future under Mr. Ange Postecoglou as he takes us to the promised land. He will. Moses did it. Ange will do it. Mind you, it took Moses 40 years to do it. I think it's going to take Ange a lot shorter to take us to the promised land. But there you go. Big up, guys. And again, I apologize for no show at 4 today. I had to do something for the family, and also Philip was on his way to Lanzarote. Lucky git. So he's landed somewhere. He will be back to me tomorrow. Newsbeat's a bit different tomorrow. We're going to do our best of 10 of the best managers of all time. Now, Kate from Just a Go Who Loves Spurs has sent me her top 10 as well, so we will be discussing that, guys. But how are you all this evening? Have we all had a good day? Have we had an enjoyable day? Have we had an exciting day? It's nearly game day. Tomorrow, it'll be 48 hours away from Ange Ball. I'm now getting jaw symptoms. I need some Ange Ball. I can't cope without Tottenham playing. Friday, we're back. Let's see who's in the chat, shall we? Let's see who's in the chat. And a big up as well to Wembley One. Thank you so much. Honestly, it really means a lot to me and Philip. Thank you so much. He says, good evening all. What could be more alluring than THFC Till I Die late night version? Swearing the nudity allowed. Now, if I started doing it in the nude, you will all run off. There may be a few swear words, but the nudity bit, Wembley, I think that would get my channel censored. But, my body is my temple. I'm like somebody at a Magic Mike. Just saying. Anyway, Danny Azito. Big up, Wembley One. Thank you so much for the super chat. Good evening, Dermot Coys. Good evening, Danielle. I hope you're doing well. We've got Erwin as well. Good evening, sir. I haven't seen you for a while. Good evening, Dermot. And the chat, hope all is good with you all. We are all grand. We got Charlie Rogers. Big up, Charlie. He says, Coys. Big up, Charlie. Haven't seen you before. Thank you for coming in. Please hit the like button, the subscription button, and the notification bell for future shows on this brilliant channel of ours. We've got Stephen Cartwright as well. Big up, Stephen. Good evening, all in the chat. And Dermot, big up, Stephen. Hope you're doing well. Daniela said, it's annoying. Daniela's pissed off now. She's mad. She's sitting there at home with a cup of tea, and she's mad. She's saying, it's annoying how Ange dropped nearly the whole team in the Carabao Cup. He cannot make the same mistake against City. I know he won't. We need to go all in for the FA Cup. I would prioritize the Cup over top 4. Ooh. Let me know in the chat what you think. Let me look. I think we can do both. I think we can win the FA Cup and get top 4. Look, I'm delusional. I think the double's on. I think we're going to win the double. But look, I'm delusional. Who am I to say? Yeah, thank you, Daniela, and thank you, Wembley One. Just to point out that I was muted. Yeah, thank you. See, without Philip, I just go to pieces. Hot God 10, big up. Hot God, how are you doing? He says, good evening, Dermot. Chat, good evening, Hot God 10. How are you doing? We've got Daniela Zetu. Have you been hearing the links between us and Sane? I have. Now, what I've been told is that it could happen in the summer. He's out of contract at the end of the summer, and he could be coming to Tottenham as a free agent. Now, I think it's from now we can sign for another club. I think that might happen. Hey, Dermot. Sean said in his channel, Spurs are rumoured to be after. Yeah, I've heard the same. I have heard the same. Any transfer news? Well, that's just broke about the same thing. You never know. I have got a few bits and pieces. Also, I got something on Joe Lewis getting pleaded guilty today as well, somewhere in America. And bless him, the poor fella, right? He had to put up his 250 million boat and his private airplane as collateral. So he could be let out of jail. Bless him. My heart bleeds for him. No, it doesn't. Honest to God. Imagine €250 for a boat. I expect that boat to transform and everything for that price. I literally would. If I bought a boat for 250 million, right, I expect it to transform and dance for me and fly me to the moon. I would. 250 million for a thing that goes on water, just takes you from A to B. Jesus. Wasted money. But Brian, I have got some transfer news, so I will keep you up to date. Paul Jones, big up Paul. He says, evening, Dermot. I hope you're well and all in the chat. Yeah, we are. I'm well. The chat's well. Philip Brady's even better. He's in the sun somewhere in Lanzarote. But there you go. What have I just walked into, says Carl. Dermo getting naked like men on Magic Point. Yeah. Carl, do not get excited. It was only comment to what Wembley said with his super chat. But we all know, Carl, you like a bit dancing around your pole. We all know that. We all know you're a bit like, we know you do the Magic Mike stuff on the quiet. So, you know, have seen you on the circuit. You know that. Carl Simpson, no, getting both. Exactly. Double is on. Arsenal for life. No, not getting either. You're only jealous. I love it. Gerard O'Connor, big up Gerard, says, how are you doing, Dermo? I am now fine. I'm in delusional land. Tottenham going to win everything. It's 72 hours away from Mange Ball, and I'm getting excited. I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. 72 hours away, we've seen the mighty Spurs take on Manchester City, and we're going to win. We're going to win. And tomorrow I will be releasing my pre-match thoughts where you can watch the game. And the record we got against them, the last games, we won 3, drawn 1, and Man City have won 1. And at home, when Man City playing us, they haven't even scored a goal at our place yet, let alone win. We all know that might end, but it's not going to end on Friday because the same thing's going to happen. And I don't care if Haaland's playing. I don't care if De Bruyne is playing either. Man City are beatable. And big up Jakey for breaking that news as well, by the way. They are in the predicted lineups, I'm seeing. Dan Davenport, Dermot Houghton got sacked from the Ghana job, so he's available to maybe be a contender for the Ireland job. Also, Dan, Roy Keane has thrown his hat in the ring. I know, breaking news. Roy Keane's interested in the Arsenal job. In the Arsenal job? In the Ireland job. DERMOTRON, get your head right. I'm telling you, Roy Keane, the two Keanes, Roy and Robbie, the greatest double act since Morecambe and Wise, could be taken over. I love that. I really believe we'll beat City. So do I, Owen. We'll win the FA Cup. So do I as well. Of course, we're going to win the FA Cup. I just want to share my good news with you. Or, as some of you know, I had a car crash last year and lost my friend. But my missus is pregnant. Oh, congratulations. Oh, absolutely over the moon for you. You've been through hell. I know you have. And look, I am absolutely over the moon for you. And I know Philip will be as well when I tell him, Erwin. Please, everyone, congratulate Erwin in the chat, please. I'm really excited for you, man. Look, what are you hoping for? A boy or a girl? And will you call it Bill? Bill Nick if it's a boy. There you go. There's a name for you. Big up, Erwin. Absolutely over the moon for you, man. Congratulations. I am so excited and happy. I bet you are, man. I bet you are. Thank you. Congratulations. Nothing is better than bringing up your children and watching them turn into 2 fantastic young men. I'm very lucky. I've got 2 boys, and they really are. They're a credit to me and Derville. They really both of them are. So look, enjoy it. Congratulations. Absolutely over the moon for you. Carl Simpson, hey, I've been married 13 years. So I'll take anything. Yeah, we all know you're easy, Carl. So there you go. Anyway, Dermot, who have Arsenal got in the FA Cup this weekend? Let me think. Have to go. Who they got? It's not Man United. No. It's not Brighton. No. Oh, yeah. They're not in the FA Cup. There you go. Arsenal are having the weekend off watching Saturday Night Fever. Carl Simpson, Erwin, great news about the pregnancy, mate. Congratulations. Must be your friend looking down on you, smiling. I would say so, Carl. Daniela, congrats. Erwin as well. Erwin, Carl Simpson, thank you so much. Yes, my friend Danny's looking down. If it's a boy, it would be Danny. Ah, lovely name. My nephew's called Danny, by the way. Owen, well done. Dan Danport. Oh, Erwin, congrats. Carl Simpson, that's great, Erwin. Awesome news from Hot God 10 as well. Congratulations also from Paul Jones. And Wembley One saying, even if we don't beat City, as long as we play full-on handball and give them hell, I will be satisfied. Yeah, we all want the FA Cup, guys. Right, let's... Owen said, thank you so much for your kind, lovely wishes. Thank you so much. If it's a boy, it will be Danny. So, Danny Murphy. Poor kid, Danny Murphy. Not a bad player, actually, back in the day, Danny Murphy, to be fair. Not a bad player. Well, let's crack on with the news, guys. Let's crack on. And yes, we do. No, we don't. That's not where we're starting. We are starting on this because Mr. Joe Lewis today has pleaded guilty for insider trading. This is what he said. British billionaire Joe Lewis, 86, said he was so embarrassed as he pleads guilty for insider trading. Yeah, it really was embarrassed, wasn't he? After surrendering himself to the FBI over the bizarre scheme, I knew what I was doing was wrong. Then why did you do it? Because you thought, oh, I can make more money. Yeah, we all believe you're embarrassed. You don't care. You don't care. You haven't cared about Tottenham for the last 23 years. Literally, you're not going to care about this, to be fair. Lewis initially pleaded not guilty to 19 counts of insider trading and conspiracy. The British billionaire has amassed a fortune estimated to be worth $6.1 billion. I wonder how much that went over to Donald Trump's campaign. Probably a little bit of that went swinging Trumpy's way. Let me know, guys. Look, there is more on it. I'll just get to it now. No, the finance expert details Tottenham's ramifications as Joe Lewis pleads guilty to insider trading. Now, this is what he said, and I watched this article as well. I will find it and put it onto the channel as a link. It says, from a Spurs perspective, there is no real issue. He exclusively told Tottenham News. The Premier League signed off from him stepping down from Spurs in October 2022 and did not feel the need to take action against Spurs in response to the charges brought in July 2023. People will still make the link between him and Spurs, of course. So maybe a bit of negative PR, lightly in that regard, from a past connection point of view. But can't see any real implications for the club based on what we can see. Lewis stepped back from his role as Tottenham owner back on October the 5th, 2022, with the Premier League board also signing off on that. Then he went into a trust. I think it's been run by his two lawyers in the Bahamas. As far as I know. So look, there's no link between Joe Lewis now and what is happening, which is a good thing. I got a bit worried when I did see this news break first, guys, if I'm being bluntly honest. But when I spoke to a few people, I got told, yeah, no, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about whatsoever. So let's go back into the chat. Don't worry, Joe. We're embarrassed by you as well. So true. So true. Look, for a little game, I want you to put the best one. Very funny, Gerard. That is a good one. What do you think Joe Lewis is saying there? Now, Daniel Levy is this side of him, by the way. I didn't want to put it in because I didn't really want Levy linked with the Joe Lewis thing. So let me know what you think Joe Lewis is saying there. There we go. Erwin always says, I always thought Joe Lewis had nothing to do with Spurs, didn't he? He handed everything over to his family. Yeah, 22 years ago. But that was not to, yeah, it was to his lawyers to run the thing for him. Just very quickly, congratulations to Liverpool, who played Chelsea in the League Cup final. They did draw against Fulham tonight, which I didn't get to see, but apparently Fulham are very unlucky. Carl Lewis, and yes, Owen, nothing to do with Spurs now. Joe has been approved for HAP, Dermo. That is brilliant. I'm so pleased for Joe Lewis. He's got HAP. He's now got a little 3-bedroom house in Ballyfermot. He'll love it down there. He'll love it in Ballyfermot. He really will. He he really would love it. Big up to Danielle at Dermot. We were linked with both Gugrassi and Gamez. If we don't get one of them, that's a big if. Who do you reckon is more likely? I reckoned. I don't know. It's a tough one there. I'm more going for Santiago Gemez, I think, more than the first one. I think if I'm playing my hunch, it's telling me I think it'd be Santiago myself, Daniela. That will be the one. Owen, he's saying, get Anjin now. Well, yeah, that's what he is saying. That's what he was saying about years ago, get Anjin now. Wembley won. He's only saying, I'm sorry I got caught. Yeah, he did. He did get caught. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. We've got Carson. Joe Lewis has rang up the city saying, cheers, mate. They found me out. Yep, that is so true. What else we got? We have some transfer rumours as well. Victor Oshoman has chosen his next club for what I'm hearing, what I was told today. He will be the next player to go to the Saudi Arabia, Saudi League, the Pro League. Look, I think that league's is a flush now. I think everyone's leaving it. They only get attendance of about 600 fans going to each game. So, look, it's up to him if he wants to go. But look, players are leaving it left, right, and centre. So it's up to him. And there's a few other transfer rumours as well. Nottingham Forest and Dortmund have scheduled a new round of talks for Gio Reyna loan deal. Loan fee, salary coverage still being discussed, while Gio has already accepted Nottingham Forest as a destination. Brentford have hijacked a deal to sign Iceland goalkeeper Hagnon Valamason as well from him. And West Ham are now close to reaching an agreement for 2004 born winger Emre Osman. Talks are advancing fast around an £18 million deal. And also Al Nasser have switched their attention from Tottenham's Hotspur defender Ems Royal after a £20 million bid was turned down. Also, this is about the financial thing as well. And that's really about it, guys. There isn't a lot of news around, to be fair. Apart from this broke tonight as well, that Bayern have killed the Trippier deal. That is now off. I'm not surprised, to be fair. Look, Bayern Munich were once, for me, a beacon of what a big club should be like. Even Lotus Matthias came out yesterday, and it's absolutely kicking up a stink over there about the players they are buying, and rightly so. Look, I can understand them buying Harry Kane, but whatever they're smoking, thought Eric Dyer was a good deal. I mean, I'm glad he's gone. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Eric Dyer must be rubbing his hands and thinking all this Christmas has to come at once, going to Bayern Munich. Also being linked with Trippier, but apparently Harry Kane's behind this. Harry Kane wants his mates over in Germany. Apparently, there's rumors going around he's not settling. He's not adjusting to life in Germany. And also, there is a few rumors going around that he is quite jealous of how Tottenham are playing and how Tottenham are now on the range. And there is a few rumors going around that he thinks he made the wrong decision to go to Bayern Munich. Now, rightly or wrongly, he's gone. And he made his bed and he can lie in it. So look, on the Harry Kane thing, I don't think he'll end up. I don't think we'll ever see him in the Tottenham shirt again. I think I was speaking to Dave about this earlier, and we sort of come to a sort of conclusion that look, he may come back to Tottenham, but if Man City sell Haaland, I have a funny feeling he might end up at Man City. I just have the sneaky feeling. But look, for what we bought with the Kane money, for what we've done with that money, and also with the transfer windows, both of them, I think we're building a very exciting squad here. And Harry Kane may well look and be jealous and may think, do you know what? I shouldn't have moved Well, there you go, Harry. You got your bed. You're lying there. Also, Standard Liège approached Nottingham Forest. Opening talks to sign Jonathan Panzo as well. Doug got that a little bit a few minutes ago. Now, I'm trying to get any news on the same thing. Also, Gallagher. Now, this Gallagher deal now, I've been told now tonight, actually, it's a 6 out of 10. Now, that Gallagher deal is still possible. No, read into what you want. It was on the bench last night. Pochettino played with his strongest midfield, apparently. And they dominated. They beat Borough, but it was only a championship side. Borough were very much let down last night. The game was awful. We did a watch long to it, me and Philip Brady, and I mean, at some point, I think we were tearing our eyeballs out of our head. But they are going to play Liverpool, and I want to know in the chat: do you think Chelsea Poch can win his first trophy in England? I don't think he will. I think Liverpool will beat Chelsea in that final. Personally, myself, and that's my opinion. I don't think Poch has the know-how to get the finals and win. He may have won something in PSG, but PSG win there anyway. So look, we'll have to wait and see. But can I see Gallagher coming? I think it'll still happen. My gut's telling me Gallagher will end up as a Tottenham player by the end of this window. I really do. Look, if it doesn't happen this window, it definitely happened in the summer. Let's see in the chat who's around. We've got Beast of TH, big up, sir. Said, heard Gibbs White to Newcastle. I'm hearing that as well. I read something. I read something today that somebody put a graphic up. I'll bring it for tomorrow's show, guys. And what it was, that they were talking about how quiet this transfer window's been. And a lot of it's to do with FFP. A lot of it's to do with clubs spending more than what they can earn. And it showed a massive deduction in how much clubs are spent. Now, last January, we had Chelsea spending like there was no tomorrow. Last window. And this window's been very quiet. But I do think Tottenham have stolen March on the top 6. I really do. And I think there'll be another 2 coming in. Don't be surprised if another 2 actually come in before the end of the window. That is what I'm hearing. Not paying 80 to 100 million to bring Kane back. You won't get him back for 80 to 100 million, Carl. It won't be nothing like that. No way will City sell Haaland. It would have to be huge money, but I don't think Kane will be back in the Spurs shirt. No, I don't think so either. Come on, mate, Harry. Back at Spurs. Get us close to the title. I wonder if that would be the final piece of the jigsaw to take us over the line. I just wonder. We're moving to the future, not the past. Yeah, as I was told today, there's a new Back to the Future film. I won't be watching it, but I thought the last 2 they made were a load of crap. The first one was only a decent one. But yeah, Harry will want to come back and break the Premier League record of all time, beating Alan Shearer's record. He want to do that, but I don't think he's going to win anything at Bayern. I really don't. Manderson was back in training today. The club posted pics of him training. It's good to see him back. We are missing him so incredibly much. Our attacks are average without him. He creates chances. He does. And also, Lo Celso wants to stay as well under Ange. He likes playing under Ange and respects him, apparently. So, there you go. Who knew? We've got Carl saying, I've heard Kane has said to people he should never have left. Well, there you go. You left. You wanted to go to Bayern to guarantee yourself a medal, and ain't working out. You're out of the German Cup, which you lost to a side in Division 4. You're 8 points behind whoever Leverkusen in the German league, and you're not going to win the Champions League. So, and even the first game you played for Bayern in the Charity Shield, you didn't even win that. So, Harry, I don't think you're going to win anything. Come back home. Come back to Tottenham, where you should have never have left. Eric Dyer came on tonight and played really well. Well, it is the German league. It's not like the Premier League, to be fair, Carl. But look, if he did play well, fair play to him. Look, I wish Eric Dyer success wherever he goes after Tottenham. Look, he wasn't my favourite player at Spurs. Made too many mistakes. We moaned about him more than one occasion on here. We rarely have. But look, fair play to him. He got his move to Bayern Munich. I think might have shocked him as well. And we have to see where it goes. But no, fair play to him. Good luck to him. What's happened with Jota ex-Celtic? Well, I think that's gone very quiet at the moment. But I wouldn't rule it out either, Brian. I would not rule that out either. I'm waiting for a massive drop on news. Also, news at the moment on the Man City thing. There's a lot of stuff I can't say on that, so I'm waiting for it to be given to me what I can use. The source that we use sat in a meeting the other night. He was explained to him the Man City thing. For me, I'm looking forward to dropping that, and that will be its own show on that, just exclusively about the Man City breaking 115 rules, Premier League rules. Look, for me, I think Man City need to have the book thrown at them, and so does Chelsea, and so does a lot of other clubs. And I hope it does, and I hope the Premier League, and I hope the FA, the Premier League, have the balls and the teeth to really make an example out of them and say, look, you cannot do this. It's got to be done. If Man City get away with this, then it gives the clubs every other right to do what they want, break all the rules and get away with it. That is for sure. We've got, if Osman goes to that league at his age, it's a disgrace. It is all about money, Carl. I mean, you just say, right, he signs for, just say if where he is at the moment, right, he's getting what, 180 grand a week, 50 grand a week, say. And somebody says to you, Carl, right, Carl, I can offer you 700, 600 grand a week. You know, it is ridiculous. And I can understand an older player going the last big in his 30s or winding down his career. I get it. But not when you're 20, not when you're young. It just does not make a sense at all. I have a Northampton Town flag scarf, rare find, the 1998 Wembley Second Division playoff final. Wow. Did you win? Let me know if you won that. Carl says, I've heard now that Emerson's now open to leaving if the right project comes in. Højbjerg and Skip, if we get replacement, and Hill will go. It's going to be a very, very, very busy end of the window for Tottenham. I am telling you, it will be a very busy end. Carl Simpson, we still have at least 4 players who are still to leave. It's going to be a busy week. It is. I'm going to be up to the early hours with all the news I'm going to get. Feck it. Bring back Lucas Moura as well. All is forgiven. I felt he got harshly treated, you know, Lucas Moura. He gave everything for the club. Wasn't the best player. He did get us to a Champions League final, and then Pochettino stabbed him in the back. I don't think Moura would have forgiven Poch for that. I don't think he would have done. I'm lost on the Musa deal. Is there any progression? No. There you go. Buying is my tip for the Champions League. Do you know what? I don't think they will. Who's my tip for the Champions League? I haven't really watched much of it this year, to be fair. I think after the Man City thing and then them changing it now, the Champions League next year is being expanded. I think I've lost a bit of respect for the Champions League. And I wish it was like back to the European Cup, when it was just champions of each European country go into it. You play home and away, job done. Do you know? I don't know. How long is Kane's contract with Bayern? I think it's 3 to 4 years, I think. Dermot, how dare you insult the trilogy of Back to the Future? Just my opinion, Carl. Thought the first one was good, then it went a bit wacky. Was the last one when they were in the Wild West? His great grandfather. Yeah, all right. Beast of TH. Only Hill will leave now. I doubt we'll do any other business. Well, you never know. You never know. That Noosa deal will just happen without anyone. Yeah, it will. It would just like that. It would just drop. suddenly. Paul Jones, City have also signed 14-year-olds when they can't sign before they are 16. They've done it a few times, allegedly. Yeah, I know. They've broken so many rules, and they keep getting away with it. And this is the thing, Paul. This is the point. If they get away with the 115 charges, then it's open season for every other club to think, well, if Man City get away with it, so can we. Now, I'm not saying Tottenham will do anything dodgy like that, and I don't think they would. But other clubs will. And you look at Newcastle, Saudi owned. You look at Man City, who are Bahrain owned. You look at the Glazers. You look at Liverpool as well. All them teams wanted to go into the Super League, and so did us as well. And apparently, on the Super League, I read today, and I want to do more digging on this, that 20 clubs have already signed up for the new Super League. So, do you know? I'm just saying, football is full of corruption, and I'm against an independent regulator. But does football need it now? Does football really need an independent body to run its house? And I think it does. I was always against it. I've argued with Philip on this as well, that I was against it. I'm now coming around to his way of thinking. I think football needs it. I think the Premier League's corrupt. I think FIFA is corrupt, and we know FIFA's corrupt, and I think UEFA are corrupt as well. And I think the Premier League is corrupt as hell. And it would need an independent body to come in and run it, because it's just got to a point now where it's just too much. There's too much. I think it's too much of money in the game. There's too much greed. There's too much of clubs trying to outdo one another. And it's like what Paul's saying, City are 14-year-olds, we can't sign for the 16. Why the Premier League pulling City up in this? Because they won't, because Man City are the poster club of the Premier League. The top 6 rule the roost. And it's like, we make our own rules up, the rest of you follow. Well, you look at Everton, they admitted they did wrong. Get banded 10 points. Now they're bound to get bounded another 10 points. You look at the likes of Man City. Oh, we'll pay the best lawyers in the world and get off with it. Where's the consistency? It's a bit like VAR. It's a bit like the decision making of VAR. It's not consistent enough. And I think football in general needs an independent body. It needs to be the corruption needs to be weeded out. Football used to be the working man's game. What I mean by working man, I mean the man on the street that go and work in the building sites, or the man that does 9 to 5 or 8 to 6, something like that. Not blue collars that work in banks or solicitors or works in the city. Football used to belong to the people. Used to belong to the people that would work Monday to Friday, have a Saturday off, goes to the game on a Saturday afternoon. Well, it used to be mostly men, and then the women started coming into it, which is rightly so. And now football has become such a massive business because of Sky, because of the money that's pumped into the game, that football has lost its roots, it's lost its soul, in my opinion. And I think there's one thing about Tottenham, we've never forgot where we've come from. We may have strayed either side of that line, but deep down, the club has never lost its moral compass of where we know where we're from. And I think the likes of Man City sold their soul. They lost their moral compass a long time ago. The likes of Newcastle lost their moral compass. The likes of Chelsea have lost their moral compass. The likes of other clubs as well in the Premier League, few of them have lost their moral compass. Do you know, you see these people coming in to own these football clubs, the Saudis and the Bahrainians and the Middle Eastern people, or the massive Americans, or when Abramovich bought Chelsea. Let's pump money into it, throw millions, buy the best players. All fans care about is my team going to win the Premier League? They don't care where the money comes from. They don't care what somebody's had to do. As long as my team is successful, that's all I want to care about. As long as my team's winning a trophy every season, winning the Premier League, winning the Champions League, they're happy. But if you're going to break rules, if you're going to bend the rules, if you're going to use loopholes to get to that position, then you have to have the book thrown at you. I would guarantee you, back in the 80s, there was not one foreign owner of any top first division club. Now, Ivan Scholar probably would be one of the few. But look what he done. We nearly went out of business. You look at Robert Maxwell, what he done at Derby, nearly put them out of business. And football has never had the guts or the guts or the passion to actually say, hang on a minute, these clubs belong to the fans. These clubs belong to the people in the street. And you look at what's happening at Reading. A couple of years ago, Reading were in the Premier League. And now they're basically going out of business. When are like the Premier League, the EFL going to wake up and make stringent laws that people cannot just come in, make a quick buck, and then bugger off? We've seen too many clubs over the last decade that have gone to the wall, that are not in existence. You look back 10 or 15 years ago, they were playing in the lower leagues, not in existence now. You look at Luton. I watched a documentary the other night in Luton, back in the day, back in 2003 it was, I think. And the person that bought the club for a £5 never paid anyone any of their wages. Now, footballers are a bit different. They were on big money. But there was people working within Luton Town that had mortgages to pay. Somebody lost their house because the club wouldn't pay them, because the owner wouldn't sanction their payments at the end of the month. And this is the problem I have with football today. Football today is not the game I grew up in, that I grew up and loved. I mean, I love my club. I love Tottenham. Support Tottenham till I kick the bucket. I remember Tottenham back in the day, going there as a kid, as a family atmosphere. But everyone knew, everyone was together. You go to football matches now, and maybe I could be classed as one of them as a tourist fan. And you see them go for one game. Philip asked a Chelsea fan a couple of years ago, what did he think of Peter Osgood? Now, we all know who Peter Osgood is, striker for Chelsea. I think he scored the winner in the Cup Winners' Cup or the FA Cup back in 71. He didn't know who he was. Peter who? This is a Chelsea fan. I guarantee you, if I was to go up and ask 10 fans, do you know who Bill Nick is? I think probably 8 of them will probably know who he is. Now, I've got nothing against people coming over and suddenly just following Tottenham and going to a game. Nothing against that whatsoever. But I feel the passion of football has gone. I really do. I just think I think football for me has gone down a road that I think it needs to come back to very quickly, because it's now becoming a game of the rich instead of the game of the working class, of the normal people, the likes of me doing this or you guys watching. It's so expensive now, even to bring your children to a game or a family day out to a game. It costs you. I see what the chat's doing. Very funny. I do like it though. It costs you a fortune just to go to one game, and that isn't right either. Look, I'm very passionate about this. So anyway, we've got David, who's been a member for 3 months. Thank you so much, David. He says, "Big up, Derm and Phil. Derm, you and Phil are like Ike and Tina." I dread to think, to which one do you think I am? I really do. I dread to think. But big up, David, and thank you so much for being member 3 months. I really appreciate it. And as I said, I wouldn't be nothing without you guys who put your hard-earned money every month into this channel to be members and do super chats and that. It really means so much to me and Philip. It means a hell of a lot to us that you guys take time when we know times are tough out there. We do realize that, and that's why we try to make the best shows we can for you guys. And there is going to be lots of more member stuff coming up. I am going to do a members phone in as well, so you guys come on, all your members come on and have your say. Me and Philip will do that as well one night of the week. So we're going to start the THFC members show as well. Might as well join the club. Everybody else is doing it, so I might as well join the party. Bit late getting there, but we might as well. But yeah, thank you so much, David. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. What we've got here now, we've got g'day, Derm and Carl. Good stuff. Put another shrimp on the barbie. There you go. That's the worst Australian accent you will ever hear. We've got wait till the Saudis get their own way. I know, Beast. I know the Beast of Tear. It's going to be a nightmare. Chelsea didn't buy the best players. I think the owner was playing fantasy football and wasted money on those players. None were getting to the Spurs team. Exactly, Owen. Absolutely. We've got Brian Richardson ruin Coventry. He did. Why not just have the Super League Cup, straight knockout, neutral ground? Do you know what? It's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all. Carl, can you tell Erwin how to become a member, or put the link in the chat for us if you can? Carl, I'll tell you what I'll do. Hang on. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I will do something for Erwin, which I should have done anyway. Let's see. Diddly do. Imagine I'm on the same time as a sports bar. God, I don't know. Anyway, let me just do something here now, guys. Right, memberships. Invite viewers to join. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking. There you go, Erwin. Just hit that link. And that should invite viewers to join your channel. I think that might actually give you the link to there's your membership link. So let us know. That's no problem, Owen. Thank you. Owen, good man. Right. Hopefully that works for you. If not, Carl, you know what you have to do. You're the member guy. Reading are the relegate. I know it's shocking what's happening. I want to get Philip's view on Reading tomorrow, actually, when we're doing our show as well. They did beat Derby County, though, who are currently in the playoff places. Derby doing that well. I like Derby County. I've got a soft spot for Derby. David is saying hello to Daniel Zito. Hello. We've got Carl. Hey, David. Hope you are well. We've got, yeah, okay, Carl. We've got Peter who? Oh, here it comes. We've got who? I know Doctor Who. So do I. Bill Nick is that country singer. Yeah, that's him. He had the greatest hits called I once had my double with me, and now she's left me for someone else. Also, he had the greatest hits of I spent a night with the Cup Winners' Cup, but now she went away. And then he had his biggest hit of all time is I won the FA Cup 3 times, but she's still hanging around. See, big hits like that. Big up, Carl. He was a great country singer back in the day. Ah, I know. Dr. No. That's it. Dr. No. And Dr. D. Yeah, exactly. Gerard says, German League ain't full of honey, Dermo. I know it's not. I like the German League, I think, in a way. I love the passion of the fans. I do. But yeah, the German League isn't all that, by the way. Innocent lost them. It's happening in every sport. It's my pleasure, Cobber. Pay it forward when you can. No problem, David. No problem. We have, what else we got? Where are we now? We've got Gerard. Where was there a clause in there? There was a clause in for Kane's buyback. I don't know how much it was for. I will find that out actually for you guys. How do I become a member? The link's there for you, Owen. So I hope you. Any problems, Carl will help you. He is the man to help you. To buy back. I'll find out for you actually how much that is. I'll look into that for you, sir. Beast of TH says the only clause was in December. Yep. Simon and Art Garfunkel. Oh yeah, Bridget. Hang on, I just asked my music buff next to me knows everything about music, and I don't. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Yeah, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Great song. Yeah, water. That's what I said. Water. Apparently, I'm speaking gory. Apparently, and my missus doesn't like it. She's trying to drum it out of me that I'm speaking gory. There you go. She's got a big hammer. Believe it or not, it's about 20 foot tall. Right, and I get off here. She bangs me over the head every time I speak wrongly. Yeah. If you don't see me tomorrow, just look in my back garden. Under the patio. I don't have a back garden, so I'm quite safe. That happened. True story. This is a true story, right? I had the council come to my house years ago, right? And the man at the front door said, I would like to see your back garden. I don't have a back garden. This went on for about 15 minutes, right? My house backs onto another house, so we're back together, sort of thing. 15 minutes. I had to convince him I didn't have a back garden. Honestly, it was so funny. Carl Simpson. They are now saying Spurs are the richest club in London, and when the finances are shrewd, we have the biggest revenue in the league, but only by we do. It proved that I'm going to that go-kart track when I go over in the 10th. Carl, are you coming down to that Brighton game? You and me can go to the go-kart together. See, can I beat you? Okay, Carl Simpson, please. Simon and Garfunkel wouldn't fit them. No. Well, we all know Philip Brady is the Tom Jones and Elvis Presley of the channel. I'm just me and Carl are his manager. So there's the link there for you. Erwin, thank you, Dermot. No problem, Erwin. If that's true, Carl, then under FFP we can spend more. I think we can spend up. I think we can spend up to 300 million. I'm going to double check that for you guys. Let me check. I'll give you that tomorrow. We've got Jared, Eltel Cockerell. Evening, all. Evening, Eltel. How are you doing, sir? We've got David saying, G'day, Cobber. Yep, g'day. G'day to you, too. Put another shrimp on the barbie. I thought his biggest hit was they moved my stadium around. I stole my bloody gates. Yeah, that was his last hit album of Down in the Dumps with Tottenham Hotspur. That was off the last album. It's a great album, that, actually, I have to say. Big up, Milnick. The greatest country singer since Dolly Parton. There you go. Eltel Cockerell says 5 and a bit hours to first ball of Bazball. What's Bazball? Eltel Cockerell. Introduce me to Bazball. So true, Carl. Will Ange play a back three at versus City? No, I think he'll stick with his 4-3-3. He won't change it. I have got my team picked already, and you're going to love it. It's a good team, by the way. Have you heard that apparently Lisoso won't be fit for Friday, but he's aiming to be back for the Brentford game next Wednesday? Yeah, I've heard that as well. It's going to be a busy week next week, guys, for me and the channel. Watch-alongs cramped in together. I love them. Less news beats, more watch-alongs. Just woke up. Laughed my ass off. Temporarily went Chelsea fan there, Derm. Where? Where have you seen the Chelsea fan? Is he come out of the woodwork because they're in the final? And then we've got, that's because she misses it. Very funny, Carl. I won't even read out the rest of it. Very funny. Daniela says, big up, one love. We've got Daniela. Hello there, mate. Yep, big up. We've got cricket, Dermo, cricket. What's wrong with cricket? Good 2020. Do you know? Good game of 2020. Beast of TH. We've turned down a loan move. Yeah, that did break today. I don't know why, but Lo Celso wants to stay at Tottenham. He loves Ange and he loves playing at Tottenham. So look, let's see what happens. Look, I don't think he's done great for us, but if Ange can get a tune out of him, I don't think he's been that creative for us. Not like Maddison, and I agree with Dave when he says that. But let's see if Ange can get something out of him. We've got Breast of TH. We've turned read that. David says, tell she 4 spanners on a seamer. I've heard. Root frontline spinner. Yeah, that's it. Good evening, Dermot says Side Dancer 83. Good evening, Side Dancer. How are you doing, sir? Nice to see you again. And read it out in what to see if she agrees. Right. Okay. Right. Let's see now. Where have you put it? Right. Carl's asked me to read this out to you. You getting ready? Right. Comment right. Wants you to right. It says Carl says this is because your missus is slumming it with you, Dermo. Yeah, she's laughing, Carl. That's it. I'm safe for another stream. I'm safe. Dermot's playing it safe. He's been held hostage. Well, if I've been held hostage, I'd quite happily be held hostage, to be fair. I'm quite happy with my hostage taker. Yeah, very happy. Big up. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Listen, guys, I think that's about it. That's all I got to say tonight. I know it was a late show. Again, I do apologize for no show today. But listen, thank you all for coming in. Please hit the like button. Please pick up your memberships as well. It does mean a lot to me and Philip. If you can do that as well for you guys, us guys. We are back tomorrow. There will be tomorrow that I'm probably dropping it around about 5 for a members only video of my pre-thought predictions. I might even get Philip to do it a bit early with me and do it together. So we'll have all the way you can watch the game. What channels it's on. It's on a few channels, so guys will have all the up-to-date news to you, and also any breaking news I get, I will bring it to you first and fastest. There isn't any news yet, but I am expecting a massive drop. And don't worry, guys, don't worry. Deadline day, we're on from 4 in the afternoon to the close of business. We've got Big T says, where is the 99 membership for us poor people, Dermo? Do you know what? I'm actually going to make one for him. Call it the Big T membership. I'm actually going to do that. I actually am going to do that. Actually, 99p memberships. I'm going to do one just for you, Big T. Call it the Big T membership in honor of Big T, who's the nicest Man United fan to come in here, as well as Colin to come in here and actually speak sense. So big up, Big T. Hope you're doing well. We've got David. Hooray! Hurro, everyone! Hurro! Ho, hurro! Hurro! Hurro, boro. And Carl, Erwin, did it work? And Carl's now putting the link in. This is, of course, our partner channel as well, guys. It is the Full-Time Sports Network. We do joint streams with them. Every stream we do is THFC Till I Die and the Full-Time Sports Network. Great bunch of lads over there. Colin, Bobby, and Benny. I'm sorry, I'm going to call you Benny. It's not his name, but I've been calling him Benny since the day I met him. And I can't remember what his actual name is, so I'm calling him Benny. So, yeah, big up to Carl. Thanks for putting that in, Carl. Big up, man. And thank you to everyone. I want to say massive thank you to Wembley One as well for the super chat. Thank you so much indeed. Big up to Dave for being a member for 3 months as well. Absolutely, really appreciate your loyalty. Thank you so much as well. And just a few more comments before we go, guys, and then we'll end off there. We've got what we got. We've got Dermot Basuma has recovered from malaria and has played today for Mali. Yeah, he did. Benny, yeah. No, he's I know what his name is, but I can't remember it. So I just revert back to calling him Benny. He knows it's all in good humor. Great show, Dome, as usual. Don't apologize. Well, look, it's not fair on you guys. You have to wait till 11 o'clock at night to get your daily fix of Dermotron. And I tell you what, for any of the Irish people out there, I have a little present for you. On the 5th of February, it's been declared over here St. Dermotron Day. So I'm giving all you Irish guys watching a bank holiday. They are celebrating Dermotron Day. The missus now look at me and say, no, they're not. Tell them the truth. What is it for? Yeah, it's for that. Exactly. I agree with you. Even the missus just said it's for Dermotron Day. She just admitted that. So, yeah. So all you guys, on the 5th of February, you get a bank holiday from me. So enjoy it. I was sad when I heard he caught it. I'm so happy he recovered. Yeah, so am I. Malaria's not nice to get, Daniela. It really isn't. Well, listen, thank you all so much for tonight. I can't believe how many people tuned in. It really amazes me when I do these on my own and people tune in and like that. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We are back tomorrow, of course, at 4 with 10 of the best, where Philip brings his 5 best managers. He nicked the easy ones. It's left me with the harder ones. So I tell you what, guys, do me a favor. You have to pick my last manager. No, I actually don't trust you lot. You'll probably get me to pick Christian Gross or something like that. No, you lot. But yeah, with that, it's tomorrow between 4. There will be a show tomorrow night as well at 10 with any injury updates when I do my pre-match thoughts and all the predicted lineups and everything. I'm going to do it for the members, and then for the non-members, I will do a live show tomorrow, my pre-match pump-up, build up to it. And then, of course, on Friday, you will have the watch-along as well. It's Brenny. I'm going to just call him Benny. He knows that. He likes me calling him Benny, which is brilliant. Our injury list, yeah, it is shortening. It is. And I know Madison's fit. I got an ankle, but he's 50-50. But I'm taking him off the injury list now. He's off. Thank you all for watching. We're back tomorrow at 4. God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And come on, you Spurs. In Big Ange, we trust.